Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be going over the update that has been put out from TFL, which is beginning to form a timeline. We'll also be touching base on the shuttle wallet itself. We'll be breaking down exactly how many holders there are in wrapped assets and how this could be possibly affecting the ecosystem in the future. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. So let me get you up to speed quickly if you haven't seen the previous update on this. Dear Terra community, we would like to inform you about a recent bankruptcy court order in TFL's Chapter 11 case authorizing TFL to do the following: reopen the shuttle bridge for the redemption of wrapped assets on Terra Classic and undelegate and burn 150 million LUNC. Under the court order, TFL intends to move all assets held in the shuttle bridge wallets to new, more secure wallets and make available a new simplified shuttle bridge interface that allows users to redeem wrapped assets from the bridge wallets until 30 days after TFL's Chapter 11 plan goes effective. So this in itself gave us a very vague timeline and we were definitely waiting for the next update. So let's move over to the most recent update. So important notice for the Terra community regarding the crypto loss bar date. The preliminary crypto loss bar date for filing crypto loss claims for the Chapter 11 voting purposes only in the Chapter 11 bankruptcy cases of Terraform Labs Pte. And Terraform Labs Limited has been set to August 21st, 2024 at 5 p.m. So this is starting to give us a pretty good idea as to when this could all be going down and when we could start to see those movements happening with the shuttle wallet itself. So let's move over to the shuttle wallet and let's take a look at the exact amount in funds that they are available in this wallet. And as you can see, there's around 275 billion LUNC and 178 million USTC. This is just over $250 billion LUNC. This is a significant amount. So what I want to make quite clear is we've already been through this process once before, and we've already had the majority of what was going to eject already from the shuttle bridge. And back in December 2022, on the 22nd, TFL actually sunset the Terra Classic shuttle bridge back then, and we saw a pretty big ejection. And all of the coins we didn't see eject are more or less people like myself, where the gas fees outweighed the value of the coins, because all of those coins were accumulated during a time when the price was shifting quite dramatically from that valueless range back up into the almost $20 range. People were getting a lot less coins for their value. So when you take all of this into account and you begin to draw a picture, you're really going to want to go over and start to look at the technical side of this and see what data you can find. So what I've done here on LUNC Dash on the money flow system is actually set the date around the time of the sunsetting, giving a month before the sunset and a month after the sunset, specifically for people to eject. And we did see this happen. We saw around 6 billion LUNC leave the shuttle bridge wallet. We saw another 4 billion leave the shuttle wallet there, another 3 billion here, another 3 billion there, and then just over 1 billion LUNC leaving the shuttle wallet there. And this was all during the period of time when people were given the news that the bridge itself was going to sunset. So we've already seen a mass ejection. And when I start breaking the data down and I start looking deeper into this, I would then go and look at the contract itself, and I would see that it's got 87,000 holders specifically. So if I get my calculator and I say to myself that there's 275 billion LUNC coins, and we're going to divide that by 87,000 holders, that's going to leave us with around 3.1 million on average per holder. So that in itself is really interesting. When you do it with USTC, you end up with around 2,000 USTC per holder. So for a lot of people, I think the USTC is definitely going to be valueless. for some people, there is going to be value there worth them taking it off. But what my point here is, we're still going to see a good portion of these assets burn, because the cost to unwrap them is going to be significantly higher than it is now. The likelihood is by the time we reach the point of these assets being burned, we're going to be into September, maybe moving forward more to December, so to speak. So having that on the timeline and think about when the market could be at its peak, that could be the time, and it could work out in a very beneficial way for this blockchain. So something that's being very, very overlooked with this whole situation is the window. And that's the fact that TFL are giving people 30 days to redeem wrapped assets from the bridge. As stated here, they will allow users to redeem wrapped assets from the bridge wallets until 30 days after TFL's Chapter 11 plan goes effective. So that statement itself is quite broad at the end, specifically saying TFL's Chapter 11 plan goes effective. Well, in itself, the plan has already begun to take effect, and it is effective because of the final judgment on what they've been ordered to do. So for me, this is very smart wording. But once again, when you take all of this data, you take all of the nonsense, you take all of the simplicity of it, we end up with only a few scenarios. And each one of these scenarios end up with some coins burning. And the likelihood is those coins that are not burned are going to end up back on chain because of the unwrapping process. Now, during that unwrapping process, we're probably going to see coins burn as well because of transaction fees and whatever remains. So for example, we've always wondered if there's more wallets that are involved in Shuttle. And I would say to everybody, we're going to find out once this 30-day window is over. And we're going to see, once again, a lot of coins burn, and it's all pushing in towards the burn narrative. So over the course of the next 5 months, we're going to see a significant amount of possible burns coming from all different areas of TFL, whether this is hidden wallets or wallets that we are already aware of. So when I'm looking at Luna Classic's place in this bull run, I really do think to myself, we could push ahead in the Cosmos ecosystem because there's such a need for some kind of narrative that everybody understands. This overcomplicated situation of trying to get people to understand utility is becoming very problematic. And when we do a basic search on Terra Luna, you're not presented with Terra Luna information. You're actually presented with Terra Luna Classic information. And this is because we are the chain that has a far greater community. We've always had a stronger narrative, whether that narrative has been based on a USTC repeg or burning or utility. We have always managed to get the narrative pushed forward. So now I really think it's a sign that we should get more attention on these burns. Because of the fact that Binance burns each and every month, that is 5 months of consistent, strong burning ahead. On top of all of these different burns that could be happening, on a best case scenario, we could see $250 billion Luna Classic burn from the supply through the shuttle bridge. So that's definitely an important aspect moving forward with this current situation that is unfolding. And as soon as we get more information on all of this from TFL, we'll be sure to update you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And aside that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.